Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss that how to create a Databricks free account in Databricks Community Editions platform, and then how to start working on the Databricks so that you can plug and play the all the notebooks creation, how to run the Python code, SQL code, Scala code. So this is the free tools for the community edition of the Databricks, where first of all you have to go to the community editions. You can search on the Google that Databricks community editions. Okay, so you will get this link, this sign-in link. Okay, so once you come to here, right? So there is an option to log in, and there is another option is sign up. So just click on this sign up, right? And here you have to write your first name, last name, email ID, like Gmail ID, whatever you have, your company name, right? Company name you can mention as a Google or dummy, any company name, right? And then your title and your India, right? Once you go on click and continue, you will get an email alert, right? You will get an email alert. Let's suppose if I'm going to fill the name as Dinesh and then Kumar, email ID as Dinesh 111 at the rate gmail.com. Okay, gmail.com, and then company name is Google, and the title is Mr. Okay, and then phone number is optional. Then click on next. Okay, and now you have to choose any one of these services, either the Amazon Web Services, either the Azure Cloud, either the Google Cloud. Okay, so you can have any kind of professional use, but these are the paid version. So you can just click on the get started with the community edition. Once you click on the community editions, right, you will able to create an your account. Okay, you have to solve some kind of authentication, some kind of captcha, and then once you create, you will get an email alert to confirm your account in your email ID. And once you got created your account, you have to come here. Okay, community editions login page. Here, once you created your account with the help of Gmail ID, and also if you set up the password, also just click on the login page. Okay, gbdrift.com. I have already created, so I'm just going to directly log in this page. Okay, all right. All right, so I'm able to log in this page. So with the help of this free version tool, you can use the basic free tier type of features and services which is available in here. First of all, if you want to create any notebook, you have to click on this new notebook, right? And here you will create an one dummy node. You can change the name of the notebook, either the test, either the demo, any kind of name you want to add, right? And then here you can write your code. So by default in the Databricks, the Python, so the notebook of Databricks is by default in the Python set. Okay? This is the default language. Either you can mark as an SQL, either you can choose as an Scala or whatever you prefer the four out of the four language. Okay, and markdown is one of the things where you can mention the type of heading. Okay, suppose that if I'm going to mention that MD, okay, markdown, and I just trying going to write like demo notebook. Okay, notebook, so it will become a heading. Okay, if I'm going to click on enter, right, it will create a demo notebook. Okay, it's the heading. Okay, so there is a two type of option, text or code. If you click on the text, it will automatically come as a percentage MD, means markdown, and whatever you are going to write, it will treat as an heading or subheading kind of. Okay, like welcome, so it's also become a subheading. Okay, yeah, this one. But if you click on the code, okay, so you do not have to mention any kind of thing for the Python. Suppose that I just want to use the Python code to print welcome. Okay, welcome to learning of Databricks, right? And once you are going to click on this play button also, you can just click on that and it will run your code. Okay, in the terms of the Python, it will display the code. And also remember that with the help of your shift and enter, you can execute your code. Either you can use control enter, okay, either you can use shift enter, it will execute your code. And in the free tools, in the community edition, this Databricks cluster is available by default as a basic version. It will having the low configurations. Suppose that this cluster is not started, it is not showing as a green. You just click on the click new resource, okay, and then click on the create, attach, and run. It will automatically create an freeware cluster, okay. Once in a time, for the free version computations you can create only one cluster. So right now I have already created this one cluster and it is keep running, so we cannot create the further more clusters, okay. So now once you do not have any kind of cluster which needs to be attached, so you have to click create new and then click on create, attach, and run. Once it will be up and running, mark it as a green signal, okay, then you can just write your code and then you can execute your code. So all the codes are going to be run on the cluster side, okay, that is a Databricks clusters. And suppose that if you want to run any kind of code which is the SQL, okay, so you have to mark as in percentage is basically it will treat as a magic command, okay. SQL, if you're going to mention, all the code is just treat as an SQL command, okay, from table, right. And suppose that if you are want to write your code in Scala, you can mention as in Scala, okay, and then you can write your code in this Scala and you can execute that. So if you see that this is selected as in Scala, either you can select as in SQL, either you can select as an R. So by default it is keep changing, right. But Python is by default, you do not require to write any kind of magic command, okay. These are the some basic. And here are the some of the workspace is like where you can save your code, save your notebook. So these are the workspace where all the codes are going to be saved. You can create your own folder, okay, you can create your own notebook, you can create anything, okay. And also you can import your code, whatever the hard copy of hard physical existing of the .py file, you can just browse and just import that, right. And then you can also export the code. Suppose that you want to export this kind of code, in that case you can click on that export and you can choose any of the either the source file, either the dbc, either the html, either the ipython, whatever the things you want to choose, okay. So you can choose accordingly whatever the features you want. And here in this compute, this is the part of the Databricks cluster where all the cluster is running. You can just check this is the up and running cluster and you can check the configuration also. So what is the configuration? These are the LTS 12.2 Spark cluster, and what is the feature? 15.3 GB of memory, 2 core, 1 DBU. Okay, so these are the basic thing, and whatever the notebook is attached, you can just see these are the notebook is attached and keep running in this cluster, right. And in the workflow, in this workflow right now in the Databricks cluster, in the free version it is not allowed, but in the workflow you can create your job, you can create your pipeline or whatever, okay. So these are the basic understanding about this Databricks. I hope you understand and you can just try your side to learn about this Databricks more itself, how to use the free version tool of this Python. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for joining.